Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to do the EX Plus timed node for the Fania planet, and this mission is pretty hard. If you don't know what you're doing, you can't do it the old-fashioned way like I did it. You're going to have to do it a little bit different way. Okay, so these are going to be the same for Botanist and Miner. One's going to be at 12 to 4, another one's going to be at 8 to 12. Okay, so that's going to be 4 hours. So this is going to be at nighttime for Botanist and during the day for Miner. So you need 45 items through a thorough reduction. So what you're ultimately going to do is you're going to use the Stellar Mission action as well as Nothing But Meticulous. And you're going to save your GP for Ageless Words or Solid Reason and hopefully proc Rise of the World. Okay, so we're going to have to wait about 2 more Eozine hours before we can start. Now before we start, the gear that you're going to be using, I recommend the Stellar Hatchet. This is going to make your intuition buff a little bit stronger and have a better chance of proccing on you. And then of course the Crescent set Fully Melded, and you're going to be using some food because you're going to need some more stats than 5393 Gathering and 5546 Perception. I recommend the Cloud Sail Millennia, or you guys can use the new Golden Tail food that came out with the patch. Either or will work just fine. We're just trying to get our Meticulous to hit at full strength. Okay, so when we get closer to 8 o'clock, I will ultimately use this food. Now this is still going to be RNG because of the fact that you need 45 items from their reduction, and if you don't get like 4 or the bonuses of 4, then you have a harder time of doing this because you have such little GP. But trust me, like 9 times out of 10 you will get this gold, and once you get gold you don't have to worry about it ever again. This is also a great way to get your tickets for your mount. So if you look at the mission, it gives you 19. Now I don't remember how many you get for gold, but it can almost give you like 100 tokens, so doing this effectively can actually get your mount a lot faster. I'm currently sitting at 36 out of the 60, so I'm almost close to getting my mount. Even though they kind of dropped in price on the market board, I can easily buy it, but I'd rather save my gil. Okay, so we have a half hour left before we can start. Alright, so the time is up. We have our food, so we have 5484 Gathering, 5722 Perception. So we need 45 items from other reduction. So this is going to be based on RNG. So let's fingers crossed that we get it. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is the Stellar Mission action. And then we're just going to spam Meticulous. Gathering attempt saved. Very nice. Attempt saved. Nice. Another attempt saved. I wish that was the intuition buff, but it's what it is. And now we're going to gather. Ageless Words. No, Eureka Moment didn't proc. That one it did. Keep going. Once you know where to stand, mark it so you know where to start the mission over again for the next one. Last Ageless Words, no proc. So if you get good RNG, you should end up with like 14 to 15 of these ones by the time you're done. Or once they stop at the 3-minute mark to Ethereal Reduct. So we're going to wait for our 600 GP, so we're just going to do Meticulous and pray. Two, not bad. I just wish that the delay to get off the node wasn't so annoying, because you lose them in like 2 to 3 seconds. And then make sure you have your Stellar Sprint on as well, so you can run while you're getting your mount up. Alright, we got 600. Mission, or action. And pray. I hate when that does it. Like right at the end where you need it to trigger, it doesn't trigger. So annoying. Ugh. Even Eureka Moment says, you know what, screw you, I don't want to work. So by the 3rd node, start Thorough Reducting. I got 12, which is not bad. 4 is great on just basic, but you want that bonus of 8. Nice as a bonus. I think I got like 5 or 6 bonuses at one time, which is crazy. Come on, we can do it. Come on, a little bit more. There we go. Whew, that was a close one. Okay. So you get 95 tickets for getting gold, which is not bad. You get, I think it was 76 for silver. And then the base is going to give you, what was it, 19. So yeah, the node wore off because it's from 8 to 12. So we have to wait around the clock for the miner to pop up. So thankfully I have some recorded already done in the previous time I attempt to do this. So I'll show you guys what bad RNG looks like now that we're here. This is bad because it's not saving my attempts. That did though. So yeah, if I didn't have to take my time to get into this stupid node, I would have had a gold. Nice. So it's probably best to put a way marker so you know exactly where it starts. Alright, very nice. Pop the corridor, go to the next one. We're going to wait for 600 GP. We're just going to collect this one. Get to the next one. Make sure you have your stellar sprint on. Alright, got 600. Let's do this thing and hope and pray. Alright, gathering time saved. Saved, very nice. Drop it to 1. Change its words. Nothing. Nothing. So the game said screw off. It's okay. So we're going to start with reducting these. That's 4. That's very nice. 8. Great. Good start. 4. Not bad. Yeah, this is probably not going to end up with a gold. So if it's not out of 1,000 of 1,000, you're probably just going to end up getting 1. So yeah, if the ethereal reduction does not give you what you need, it's just keep trying until you eventually get that gold. If the delay to get off the node wasn't so annoying, you would have plenty more time to get to it. But yeah, we're pretty much going to be getting silver if I even get to this node and do my thing fast enough. But as you can see, this is how you do it. It's all about the game, if it wants to give it to you or not. I'm just going to use the last GP here. See, it takes like 2 or 3 seconds just to get off it. Barely got silver, but yeah. Ultimately, that's how you do it. Okay? It's just pray to God that you get your buffs, pray to God that Wise the World does trigger, and just keep trying until you eventually get that gold. If you get silver, that's just fine. You still get a crap ton of these tickets, but yeah, that's how you do the EX plus rare extraction material for the time nodes with Botanist and or Miner. Fisher definitely has it a lot easier than it was on the moon, but Botanist and Miner are the ones that struggle the most because RNG just wants to, you know, stick it to you. Alright guys, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the rest of my channel for more Final Fantasy XIV content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Good luck. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and help with the YouTube algorithm. If you guys want to support my channel even further, consider becoming a YouTube member, Patreon supporter, or help me on Ko-Fi. The links for those will be in the description down below, as well as my Discord. And an extra special shout out to the members on screen. So until next time, may you forever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging